So just use caution as you come back into the Charleston area and be safe on your travel. We've worked with our municipal partners, the City of North Charleston, the City of Charleston, the Town of Mount Pleasant, Berkeley, and Dorchester counties to provide shelter to our residents during what we thought was going to be a very serious hurricane for quite some time now. And we've also worked with the Charleston County School District, Durham Transportation Services, as well as CARTA to provide those residents that were picked up at our various pickup point locations prior to the storm's arrival to provide them with transportation back to their residences. So that plan has been underway. Those buses have already arrived at those schools that were used as shelters in both Berkeley and Dorchester counties, and now those residents are safely returning home. We're going to go ahead and keep the Citizens Information Line open until 5 p.m. this evening. We'll reopen Citizens Information tomorrow starting at 8 a.m. and we'll continue that operation until 5 p.m. Sunday evening. The phone number again for the Charleston County the Citizens Information Line, 00. All Charleston County offices will be open on Monday. It'll be business as usual in Charleston County. At this time, I'd like to turn the press conference over to Berkeley County.
Thank you, Jason. First of all, I really want to thank all of our partners for Berkeley County. That's our municipal partners, our county employees, our volunteers, and definitely our Tri-County partners who have been fantastic for us. With the order being rescinded by the governor, we are returning to OPCON 3 today. We look to return to OPCON 5 on Monday. The county will be open. That is to include court offices. The airport will be open. The landfill will be open. And as of right now, we are looking to open schools Monday morning as well. Over the past couple of days, we've seen a tremendous amount of coordination. And just a quick recap, we want to point out that Berkeley County distributed more than 150,000 sandbags. We opened 8 shelters for this storm. We did everything possible to prepare for the potential threats of the storm. I'm proud of the work and the preparation that went into this, but we are ready to get things back to normal. But with that said, we want all of our citizens to remain prepared. The storm is not quite passed, so please be careful. Thanks again to everyone here for coordination and all your communication with us. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Mario Formasano. I'm the Director of Emergency Management for Dorchester County. At 12 p.m. today, the Dorchester County Emergency Operations Center moved to operating condition 3, so we still are maintaining a limited activation. Damage assessments are underway throughout the entire county. It started at first light and it'll go until it gets dark this evening. Residents can report structural damage via the county's website by going to www.dorchestercountysc.gov/Florence. All convenience sites will reopen on Monday morning at 10 a.m. and an announcement regarding the county reopening on Monday will be made after damage assessments are complete. Residents returning to the area should exercise patience and are reminded not to drive around barricades or utilize emergency lanes. And the Citizens Call Center will remain open today until 5 p.m. Thank you.
The American Red Cross, with our government partners, has opened 12 shelters in the Tri-County area. Last night we had over 1,000 residents. We will be posting 24-hour closure notices in shelters. So a shelter won't just close down. Residents will have 24-hour notice before the shelter closes.
.180 Place will resume normal operations today for homeless residents who were in .180 Place before the storm. They will be allowed back in the facility this afternoon at 4 p.m. We will resume lunch service for anyone in the community who needs a meal tomorrow at 35 Walnut Street at noon. And we encourage people who may not have had a housing crisis before the storm, if they now find themselves without housing, to call our housing crisis line, which is 843-737-8357. The people answering this phone can help you identify resources for immediate housing should you find that need after the Red Cross shelters have closed, or should you find yourself in a situation where you may not be able to pay rent due to lack of employment during the storm. So 843-737-8357 can help anyone who's facing a housing crisis, and 180 Place can provide anyone with a meal starting tomorrow at noon. Thank you.
So one of the main questions that we've all been getting, and you all as well, is when are schools going to open? So the schools in the Tri-County area were closed by executive order of the governor, and they will be reopened by executive order of the governor. However, we are all preparing to open schools on Monday, September 17th, on a normal schedule. That includes all athletic activities, all extracurricular activities, and in Charleston County, our kaleidoscope activities. All of our school buses will run as normal and on their normal routes. Also, our nutrition services department is prepared to serve meals at all of the school campuses in Charleston County School District. Again, as soon as we receive official word from the governor's office that he's issued another executive order to allow us to resume school in Charleston County, we will do so. However, we are planning to start school on Monday, September 17th, on a normal schedule. Thank you.
Thank you, Jason. It's very interesting. I've been watching social media throughout the storm, and it's amazing the comments you get, everything from "we're crazy" to "thank you." The interesting thing about all of these emergencies, whether it be hurricane, whether it be ice storms, whether it be flooding, no matter what the event is, Charleston County, Berkeley County, Dorchester County, all the municipalities are in continual learning mode. And we will do an after-action report. I've heard complaints about shelters. I've heard kudos about shelters. I've heard everything you can possibly imagine. It never ceases to amaze me, both the intelligence and the stupidity of our population. Realistically speaking, if you watched any of the television regarding Wrightsville Beach, Wilmington, New Bern, that could have been us very easily. And if you think about a 12-foot storm surge plus possibly 2 feet of rainwater on top of that, there aren't a heck of a lot of places in the city of Charleston, and very few in the county of Charleston, that would not have been flooded out. Please keep that in mind. To err on the side of caution is necessary. We get the big bucks for making those decisions. It's not fun, but realistically speaking, we have the best possible people in the world to assist us in making those decisions, and to, quite frankly, pick up the pieces in the event that that's necessary. For those of you that were not here, look around, see the Charleston County employees, the Berkeley County employees, the Dorchester County employees, the City of Charleston people, the City of North Charleston people, Mount Pleasant people, the commander of Joint Base Charleston, the Coast Guard, the National Guard, FEMA, DHEC, DSS, everybody you can possibly imagine. They're the unsung heroes, not your elected officials. We simply do what we have to do. Those people deserve an incredible amount of support and praise for the job they did. They didn't have to be here necessarily. They could have been home with their families just like you were. They could have been snuggled up. They could have been locked in. They could be watching the television. But the bottom line is we dodged a tremendous bullet. And we were very, very lucky. And I thank God for that. Thank you very much.
Anyone have any questions? Sure. You don't, Sasha?
Buenas tardes. La orden de evacuación ha sido levantada para los condados de Charleston, Dorchester y Berkeley. Le pedimos a la comunidad que sean pacientes y que estén al tanto de la carretera en su viaje de regreso. Estamos trabajando con los condados de Berkeley y Dorchester y nuestros socios de transporte para comenzar a regresar a las personas de refugios del condado de Charleston. Las lluvias todavía siguen siendo una preocupación en el día de hoy. Si se encuentra en una calle inundada, dése de vuelta, no se ponga en riesgo. Además, si su hogar en el condado de Charleston sufrió daños, puede informarlo visitando la página web del condado de Charleston, www.charlestoncounty.org, y haciendo el clic en la carta de Florence. La línea de información en español del condado de Charleston está activa hasta las 5 p.m. El número es 843-746-3909. Recuerde, es para información sobre tormentas relacionadas en el condado de Charleston. Las personas que viven fuera del área de Charleston deben llamar a su centro de emergencia municipal correspondiente o el centro de emergencia estatal al 866-246-0133. Muchas gracias.
Thank you very much.
Yep.
All right, doing great. Thank you. Yes, sir. Thank you.